Hey, what's going on guys? It's Reborn here. Start a video. I'm a little late, but it'll be okay. Better late than never. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do the Foe Speed Clear T2. Normally you just death charge in. I'm going to be messing up their aggro bubble, which should be fine. I'll break it with Haas. Anyway, basically what you need to do to start is maintain shadow form when you start in, obviously. And we need to get to our first destination, which is camp. So make sure you have a spear shield running through. That's just a little extra armor. It's nice to have. I suggest popping a cupcake as you're running as well, just because of the fact that you want to break the aggro without dying. Normally, if you start at the moment that the group starts, when the other terrors go, when you see T2 go, which is me as well as with the Ranger T1, you would run together. That way you pretty much have the aggro support together as a team. But all you need to know for the beginning is just to maintain shadow form and shroud and make it to your destination as fast as possible. I'm not using full pecans. I'm just going to use an apple cupcake, and sometimes I use candy corn just for that extra little damage. I would recommend all pecans if possible, just because it helps. So here I'm going to try to avoid pulling aggro if possible. And the way I'm going to do that is literally just running across, as you see. So you see this group here, you do not want to aggro this group. So you want to wait for them to shift back right as you see them there. So there's another group behind us that is trying to kill us now. That way you got to break away from him. So what you need to do if you do aggro them is just death charge the monk and then Hoss away from the monk, and they should break within seconds. See how they broke away? They took away my enchantment shroud, which would be fine. So now that we have all of this aggro, make sure you got the monk in range, okay? So use Sliver immediately. It looks confusing, but it's really straightforward. Shroud, make sure your shroud is up, and then use Technical on the monk. That's all you need to do. It looks confusing the way I did it, but in a gist, this is how you gotta do it. So let me go ahead and pull the monk away to where you have the aggro. See how the monk is near the ranger? You see how I moved it away and it got where the monk was not near the rangers? That's exactly what you got to do as T2, is get him away. Now I'm going to use Tactogable on the monk. See how I'm rupting him? So you got one more rupt right now. Okay, that should be killing him in just a second. Almost got him. On our next sliver, we should finish him off. Just make sure you don't lose any of your enchantments and you stay outside of the aggro bubble. See that aggro right there, that range right where the other group is? You do not want to get that group of berserkers on you. If those groups of berserkers are on you, then you'll end up wiping. Or not wiping, but it just interferes with the spike because the berserkers come in and they get annoying. So we are on our last sliver. If I would have had an egg there, it would have died. So keep in mind that it's a little bit slower going without the sliver. I need a staff. I'd recommend that as well, just so you can have that extra energy boost. You see how I use that at the last second? Excuse me. I'm glad that happened. That way you can see exactly what was going on there. For when you need emergency energy, you have it. Notice how I'm right outside of the range of the aggro bubble for the group right there. The berserkers can't aggro. So now that I'm here, I'm using a scythe since they're all grouped up, just for the extra energy, and use Technological sometimes just for that extra damage. And you just go ahead and just keep spamming your Sliver and Eden until that group's dead. The goal for camp, the first area for T2, is just to spawn the quest. So you have to kill these 3 rangers and the monk in order for the quest to spawn. So that's why we killed the monk first. It should be on this cycle. Every little extra DPU does make a difference. All right, so notice how the spawn came up. All right, so now we got the spawn of the quest to pick up. So make sure you talk to both the Weapon Master Smith and the Internal. And make sure you don't lose your enchantments as you're doing this, or you will end up causing a issue where you might die here. You don't want to die as an assassin tier 2 because you're going to cause the team to slow down because they're going to rely on you and you're a solo role. So always maintain shadow form. All right, now that we have this, you got to watch out here. I keep my mission map up during the tutorial so you see where exactly they go if you can follow this video later. So you do not want to aggro those berserkers. The berserkers you do not want to aggro, so you want to stay away from the berserkers. The berserkers are the Chaos Storm melee. You can see them. So all I'm doing is I pass them where they don't come in range. I just pull aggro. All right, so now that I pulled aggro, I need to kill this berserker pretty much ASAP. I'm back. I accidentally died there because of shadow form rupture. That's another thing that can happen is shadow form rupture sometimes, and that will cause the aggro to mess up. So you have to be careful with that. How to avoid it, just watch your aggro with the ranger. So now that we killed the berserker here, as I was explaining earlier, we need to pull back until we can get this monk boss back around. The monk boss Minzy here. So what I do is you walk back, see how I'm about right here where this little post is? That's usually where you would stand. And then you get him to walk back. Okay, now he's trying to attack me. I misclicked there. So it takes a few tries to get used to it. So you get him to attack you, and then you walk back like this. I'm not perfect. This isn't no record run. This just gets to show you guys, hey, this is what it takes to get the job done for T2. So now that we're here, all right, you see how I got the monk up front? So I'm going to use Sliver, and I'm going to use this. And then I'm going to go ahead and Shadow Form, and then I'm going to Rupt the monk. See how I'm Rupting the monk? So he doesn't heal the boss, and it should die. It was close. It was almost dead there. So on the next Sliver, we should be killing it. So I am unstoppable, Sliver, Evan. Make sure you target the monk. I'm going to use Sliver. All right, now I'm going to Rupt. I'm Rupting the monk. I Rupted his Word of Healing. Let me Rupt it one more time. That should be it right there. He should be dying. Let me make sure he rupts. See how you fight with it? This is something you'll deal with doing this, but you get the hang of it. You're just draining their energy right now. So once you drain their energy, then it gets easier. All right, so this one should be it. All right, let me go ahead and rupt. There we go. Perfect timing. It's all about timing. See? Everything is in timing. You notice how if you rupt the healing properly, it was easier for me to kill the boss. So I used 3 slivers to kill him. A really good run, you would get sliver on the first try and kill the boss. So a lot of people would run through here. This isn't a record run, so we're going to go ahead and run around. I'm going to show you, hey, this is what you're expected to run around. I have not killed the wolf yet. Make sure you drop your unholy text anytime you cast Shadow Form. But notice I haven't killed the wolf, Shard Wolf yet. That I usually go and kill after I have the text, just because of the fact that I do not want to have to keep continually dropping over and over again. So now that I have the text, I don't have to worry about dropping it to cast. I accept it. You just talk to the Eternal here, and he will give you the stuff needed for the quest reward from the text. All right, now that we're here, we're going to go ahead and we're pretty much halfway done already with T2, besides the Shard Wolf outside of the cave. And you'll see the cave when we get in there to kill the seeds. So now we're looking for the Shard Wolf. Maybe they already killed it. All right, normally there'd be a Shard Wolf right here, but they look like they already killed it, so we're going to go ahead and move forward. But imagine a Shard Wolf being here. All you do is get a group of like 4 or 5 casters such as that, and you literally can kill the Shard Wolf within like 25 slivers from that. That's what you would expect to do in T2. All right, so we are probably about 12 minutes in for T2 as a roll, which is slow. Usually a good roll as T2 would be 9 to 10 minutes finishing cave. So this isn't for a record run, this is more for a guide, and you're not going to be a pro up front. So I definitely, as you're watching this, definitely want to recommend you to make sure you have your pecans to do the best damage for sliver. If you were to run egg and a candy corn, you have that extra 2 damage from sliver. Makes a huge difference between killing a group in 1 cast over 2 or 3. And you're noticing that by me struggling to kill now. I don't do T2 often, but somebody requested a video, so that's what made me do this. Once again, this is Reborn from Legit. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if y'all have any videos or guides you'd like me to make, just feel free to let me know and I'm here to help. Now that we are back here, we made it to the seed area. This is the cave. Most people call it the cave for the seed of corruption. That's what I call it. Usually you can kill any of these seeds within one cast. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. All right. So a lot of people would normally run forward. I'm going to show you the safe areas. So notice how I'm standing in this corner. It's not this one, it's this one, pretty sure. All right, it's not this one either. Anyway, there's corners that you can stand in. You'll learn the corners over time where you just don't get attacked. See how I'm not getting attacked right now? And I'm targeting the seed? This is the safe way to do it. So there's a corner every like loop, there's a corner edge where you can stand and they will not kill you. So all I'm gonna do is use Sliver and then Death Charge into the Corrupt and he'll die within seconds. See how fast he died? Good. Now we're good to move on. You got to be careful with your shadow form. You see how they're using Savage Shot? That can kill yourself within seconds if you're not careful. You do not want to lose your shadow form in here. So notice how I'm back in a corner again. This is the safe way of doing it. So while I'm in this corner, I'm going to target my seed. So I got my seed targeted. So I'm going to DC in and use my Evan and immediately kill him within seconds. See how he's dead? So I'm going to go back to my corner as my safe route, and then I got back to it. So I didn't explain how to get here, so all you do is follow the map here to make it to this cave. Sorry about that. Alright, so this last one, I'm just going to wing it and hopefully don't get rupted instead of hiding in the corner, and I'm going to cast my stuff right now to kill the seed. Usually seed dies really fast because you have so many rangers trying to kill you. Alright. No, I got only one obsidian shard drop so far this run. This should be the last one here. I think that's a corner safe right there, just in case I need it. I doubt I will, but just in case. It's nice to cast Shadow Form when you have Sliver, that way you block a lot of the reps. See how it says 6 out of 8? So I just spawned that quest. Now that you've killed your seeds, we're going to the last area of our job objective is to kill the Shard Wolf on, I think this is called the beach, is what I called it. So it's right outside a cave. This is the one that we need to kill outside a cave. So all you got to do is grab 4 or 5 enemies, just like this, caster range, and then use your Sliver, followed by your Shroud, technologable him, use your Assurance skill, and it erupts his elite, see, Obsidian Flesh, and we are done. So T2, pretty much cave way, that's all you need to do for T2 as this guide. But I'm going to go ahead and just show you the last area, which this makes the video a little longer, which should be okay. But I'm going to go ahead and try and kill the other Shard Wolf that you would be expected to kill as a T2 if you get done in time. And this is on the other side of the cave. So you have a beach side of the wolf, which you just killed here. You have a wolf at the beginning where I showed you where the other team already killed, near the Menzie boss that we killed. And then we have a cave, the beginning of cave entrance wolf you have to kill as well, which you'll see ahead. So depending on the spawn is what makes a difference with, hey, if you're able to kill them or not. So if you're not able to kill them, it's okay. You always are able to get somebody else to help kill them. So notice how I cast Shadow Form there in a safe spot. So that's why I did that, just so I had a safe zone. All right, so we're going to see where the Shard Wolf is. Okay, you see where the Shard Wolf is, and there's no aggro to the left, and there's a little bit to the right. So you got to time this perfectly to where you do not aggro. If you aggro any Shadow Beast, you are not going to be able to kill the Shard Wolf. You're going to really struggle with it. So let's go ahead. Looks like I got some aggro. So let's go ahead and see if we can wait on them to kill. But you saw how I pulled the Shard Wolves in, and then the other aggro happened. So it's going to be a little hard to do. But that's really the end of the Assassin T2 role, besides killing that wolf. And you understand the gist of how to kill that, so you would just get a group of non-melee. The melee would be the Shadow Beasts here. You try to avoid them, and you just use Sliver on Shard Wolf. Now for the full tour for the final area that you need to know as a MT, I mean not MT, as a T2, is if you do not have a good tier T1 that can solo the the boss inside this tomb area over here, I forgot what it's called, then you need to do it. Basically, I think it's called Kobe the Betrayer. So that's the quest where you need to kill the Necro boss. So it's just another one of them. My pecans ran out. I don't run toolbox. So I'm showing you exactly where you would go just for this area if you were expected to do this. Normally T1 covers this, but there might be a moment where you would have to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all that in this video. Most T2 guides don't show this, but this is what you would be expected. So you see how the Tower Mage is already spawned. So that means he already killed the boss. And all it is one Necro that you have to kill inside of there, and usually Sliver with your battle standard kills it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This is Reborn out. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. If y'all have any questions, just feel free to ask. Hope this helps somebody. I'll be sure to put the build in the description. Later.